All right, let's do a quick walkthrough of the fogger setup. So a couple things before we get into the unit. Head over here. I've got this humidistat. It's actually a humidifier and a dehumidifier controller. I only need the humidifier right now. I will need the dehumidifier eventually, so I went ahead and got this multi-purpose unit. Pretty simple to set up. You just set this to your desired humidity and then a range of like ±5. It seems to be working really well. It's got a sensor that if we come up here, is hanging. This is just a temporary setup for right now. I wanted to test the unit, so there's that. And then let's follow some more wires. There we are. So this is the power unit for the actual fogger. Pretty hefty device. They say it'll get really hot after 12 hours of use, constant use. So far this thing has not run continuously for 12 hours. You know, it's powering on and off as the humidity in here hits the desired level. So let's go into the device itself. Fan. So that's one thing. The fogger, when I tested it out on its own, the fog only got so high in this box and then stopped. And so I did need to install the fan in order to get the fog to actually start moving out. So simple fan here. It is waterproof. Moves quite a bit of air, as you guys have seen in the video, and then a hole there, which will eventually be a pipe, maybe. Depends on how things go. Eventually, this unit's actually going to be in an IBC tote, so I won't actually be using this. This was the prototype. It have a special place in our heart, right? So let's actually move in. That wire there is just power for the fogger. So this thing is actually, it's pretty slick, honestly. These black things on the side, both of those are actually floats. So this thing moves up and down with the water level. That way you don't have to keep track of that. And it stays at the height it needs to stay at in order to produce the fog. If it gets too low, problems there. And obviously if there's no water for it to actually do anything with, that's not going to work. So these are the devices that will actually create the fog. It turns on, fog comes out. I'm going to go ahead and manually turn it on so you can see what that looks like, just to get an idea. All right, and here we go. As you can see, it's not loud at all, and it's just spitting out that fog, getting it out into the air. And here's a really good example. You can see where it builds up to just a certain point. I ran this for a while, and it never, 5 minutes, and it never actually spilled over. And I honestly, the fan pushing it out into the air is way better. So, any questions, let me know.